I've always enjoyed building PCs. Even when money was tight, I still scavenged for old PC parts and installed them in my own PC. I remember the mistakes I did the first time I tried it. I was 14, pretty comfortable with PCs. Software-wise, but hardware-wise, yeah. I once accidentally rammed a screwdriver full force into my motherboard. I tried to install a CPU fan and, well, I slipped. Safe to say that motherboard broke. The other time I thought it was a good idea to take out a RAM stick while the PC was still running. I'm glad I didn't get shocked, but the RAM stick didn't survive that. There was a little spark, a puff of smoke, and my PC turned itself off. The RAM stick had a permanent burn mark on it and turned into a paperweight. But this video isn't about my PC building shenanigans in the past. This is today! I improved a lot. I built several PCs in my lifetime, helped friends upgrade theirs, tinkered with my own throughout my life, and learned a lot of things on the way. So I recently upgraded my PC. My last upgrade wasn't actually that long ago, but as a tech nerd, I always want to stay with the times. Also, the USB 3 that was on my old motherboard was faulty, my case was slightly broken, my cable management was absolutely terrible, and my PC started to get very hot. I'm not gonna delve too much into the details, but here's my finished masterpiece. I got a Fractal Design Define R6 case with USB-C, an Aorus Elite X570 motherboard, and a brand new Ryzen 7 3700X. I'm still sticking with my Nvidia GTX 1060 for now, as it does the job just fine, but I am planning to upgrade that to a much better one soon. I actually did a fairly decent job at cable management, so I decided to take my newly learned skills and apply them to a new PC that I will build out of old parts, which I will then give to my sister and Chris, who you may know from my other videos, as a work/gaming PC. Here are all of the parts, feel free to pause and read them. One thing I need to mention is that the RAM that I've installed in this PC was my very old Corsair RAM. Unfortunately, it did not stand the test of time, so in the end I had to remove it because of frequent crashes. And I picked out some cheap but fairly good RAM. Also, I will fast forward the building process so you don't have to watch a 40-minute long PC building video. If you do like that sort of stuff though, head into the description for the very long version of the PC building process, where you can see me build it in almost real time. I edited out the really boring parts. So yeah, without further ado, welcome to... I built a PC for my sister and Chris so they have a PC to use because their old laptop was really shit. Also, I enjoy building PCs, don't judge me, okay, thank you. So the first thing I did was assemble all of the parts and breadboard them. That is to say, test them on a table to see if everything still works. Keep in mind, some of the parts in this PC are kind of old, so I was expecting at least one part not to work properly anymore. And it actually did. While testing, I noticed that my RAM was not running in dual channel. I switched them around, they were back in dual channel, but only 8 GB was active. That's when I had a feeling that my old RAM might not be good anymore, unfortunately. It kept doing it. The results were very different each time I booted it up. Sometimes it would be in dual channel 16 GB, then it would crash, go back to 8, it would crash, go down to 4, once it was actually 12, but then it crashed again, and eventually it actually stayed at 16 GB. I installed Windows and everything was working fine, except for the occasional crashes here and there due to the old RAM. Now that I know that everything works, kinda, it was time to unbox the new case and build this damn PC. Oh yeah. It was definitely a lot of work. There were some parts of this PC that were very finicky, some things didn't want to fit right, cables were too short, and most annoyingly, I accidentally put some deep scratches into the acrylic window on the side of the PC. Well, I guess you can't have everything. After a very long time, I must have built this PC for at least 2 hours or so. It was starting to go dark. I was finally finished, and I must say that it does look pretty cool. I'm not much of a fan of the green LED fan on the bottom, but you could always switch them out for a more neutral looking fan. The LEDs on the front are really nice. The colors are vibrant, and they even kind of light up the inside of the PC. I'd say for a 35 euros PC case, this one's pretty cool. I did a fairly decent job at cable management this time, I must say. I put a lot of work into it, and you can definitely see that. Some cables were kinda odd. I was thinking about cutting them off, but I decided to just leave them. You never know when you might need them. And that was it, really. It's been about 2 weeks since I gave them the PC, and they really enjoy it. Along with the PC, I gave them my old monitor, a mouse, and a keyboard. All in all, I spent about 70 euros, got rid of some old PC parts I didn't use anymore, and now my sister and Chris can enjoy a nice desktop with upgrading possibilities. Thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Goodbye! Wow. Amazing.
Oh. Mir ist die Hose irgendwann so in den Arsch, ne?